everybody. Thanks for tuning into the AFV factory. It's always appreciated. So things with the Werewolf mouse are starting to take a bit of decent momentum now. So it was time, I thought, for another update. I'd let you see where I've got to. So without further ado, I'll flip the screen round and we can have a look. So I managed to get quite a bit done over the course of last week and then into this weekend. Initially I started off with the Mr. Surfacer 500 and went round the outer areas of the armour, the thick rolled armour, and just slightly textured that. Didn't go mad with it, but just added a little bit of texture. I thought it would work better with the rust effect as well. So it was all then primed with a grey one-shot primer, and then I used this set which I got specifically for this job, this AK 3-gen rusts, and I think there's 5 or 6 in here. 6, yeah, various colours, and you can get a really good effect. Obviously you can see from here, going from light right down to a dark brown. And the way I did it, it was just a bit of an experiment. I started off working on the underside first, so that would be an area that wouldn't be seen, and I could have a little play with it, or would be less likely to be seen, I should have said. And then what I did, I certainly held in with blue tack, so it doesn't matter. So then once I got a bit of a system in place, I just started with the darkest and went over it, and then started then pulling in other colours, the lighter colours, just to get like a mottled effect. This isn't how it's going to stay. I will be carrying on over this with oils as well. I like the finish you can get for oils with rusted metal works really well for exhaust, so I'm hoping it will work well on this armour plate. So that will need to be, well, firstly I need to fix my overspray mistakes. I thought I would keep mistakes in these videos rather than editing them out, so you can see there on the glacis, you can see at the top where the paint, where the tape was, and I should have covered lower down as well, and ended up with some overspray. And the rear is not too bad, but you can see, yeah, that side's quite bad as well. But if I can get this not to move, you can see the colorations that I managed to get with that paint set. So yeah, I'm glad I bought that. It's impressive what you can achieve. My terrible shaky hands. So these bogies are just that are rapidly falling out, were just put in place with a bit of blue tack. I just wanted to have a look and see, how much more of the suspension is visible. And yeah, you get with this, now that I've cut down these sides, you're going to be able to completely see those, and the majority of the sprocket, and I'm guessing the same for the idler as well. So that's going to be a bit of a radical change from the mouse original. And so onto the upper, I wanted to do that in grey, which I used Vallejo London grey, and then I did a bit of highlighting with lightening the grey up with a bit of white. It looks well over the top under this light, because I've got one of those LED arch lights which are excellent for working under, because you can see, you can get a good visual of what you're doing. There's no shadows, etc., but it does really over exaggerate things, so that's why that looks so bad. It doesn't look like that in real life, is what I'm trying to say. So I wanted to do that. The other paints that I use, I'm babbling a bit here, sorry. The paints I've used for the primer is the Hataka range, so I used the primer base. This also comes in a set of 6 paints, and then the primer flash. Yeah, had a bit of a struggle painting the bogies because obviously there's lots of little corners going on. The wheels, inner sides of wheels. You know, there's probably a good reason in there for painting them when they're in bits and then assembling. But I decided to go this route just to see how well I would fare, and yeah, they'll be fine once I go over them again. They'll be fine. So, and finally, tracks. I have been making tracks. Not quite half a side, but close. But yeah, they are, once you get your head round them and get working, they are very, very easy to do because they're so big. All the parts are big. They're easy to glue. There's a lot of tolerance, as you can see. These have all been well glued, and I've not had to worry about links getting glued and stuck. So yeah, 10 out of 10 to tack on for how they've done those tracks. And yeah, that's about it. So going forward, I will finally show you this as well. This is the tread plate, which will be going across there. Essentially, this area here where the turret was, will be just, I'll cover over, and then this anti-slip tread plate will go across that, and that will be the mounting for the Pack 44 when I get round to building it. So yeah, so future I will get this mounted onto there. I'll sort out that overspray business. It will then obviously need a clear coat, and then I can start working on the rust areas with the various colours in oil, and yeah, we should start to see, you know, more depth into that rust. It's not too bad at the moment, but there is definitely, yeah, there's room for improvement, and oils will do that. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now. I can't think of anything much else to add, and I will be cracking on with this. I have to start thinking about the superstructure and the fighting compartment, what that's going to look like, but that will really be really depend on the main gun once that's built. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much again for tuning in, and I will catch up with you all later.